It's time to play.
I went looking for answers. I found answers. This is our shot.
This is where you make your stand.
The man in yellow's back. It could all be happening again.
What do you want from me?
What's the deal, my people? You know what it is. Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you. Another one, and just when you thought it was safe. Here is another trailer dropped by MGM today. We're going to break it down, all the scenes. I'm going to give you all my theories, all my thoughts, and everything that I believe is going on in this trailer. Let's do this.
It's time to play.
First thing we see is Boyd walking through the forest. I think there's another scene later on in the trailer that kind of ties into this whole situation. Maybe this is coming back from visiting Abby. We are not sure. And then we see Sophia saying it's time to play. Now it looks like she is in some type of barn. It could be the barn. Most likely that's what it is. But who is she talking to here? It's time to play. I really think that it's a possibility that she bagged up Sarah. When I think about the barn, I know it means a lot to Sarah's brother. She's always had a connection there, so I would think it would be something like that. I don't think it's Julie, don't think it's Ethan. I think that's too much for it to be, but I do believe that it's quite possible that it is Sarah at this particular time. We then get some words, best horror show of the decade, and we see the Smile Monster, which looks like he is back on the bus. Now, I don't know if this is an older shot from him on the bus. Most likely it is, because we have seen some things in this trailer that have already happened, that they're not brand new to this season, that flashbacks are just showing us what happened in the past. If it's not, then what else would be that red? It could be the diner flashing in that's making that redness onto him. After that, we see the Smile Monster outside, and I do think that this is a new shot. Unless it's some type of close-up of when he killed Miranda, I would say that it is a brand new shot of him out here. Good shot of him. We haven't seen him really transform in a good way where we've seen the shot crystal clear like we have here. But who is he chasing outside at this particular time?
I went looking for answers. I found answers. This is our shot.
We then see Boyd, it looks like possibly from season 1. Can't think that he's out there again shaking the bell. I think everybody knows what's going on. And we get shocking truths and twists. And then we get Jade saying, I went looking for answers. And we've seen this shot in the trailer. This is when he's going to find a younger version of himself before he gets thrown into the hole. And then we see Boyd, and it looks like he's downstairs, and it says, and I found the answers. I found answers. So I think it comes down to people trusting what they've actually found. Do they actually believe it? This is Fatima. She still looks messed up. Could be from last season, because that's how bad she looked last season, but she still doesn't look that good this season. And then Jade saying this is our shot. So I think he's trying to convince somebody, whether it's Tabitha or Boyd, that I went looking for the answers. I found them. This is our shot to finally get out of this place. This is what it's going to be. But are you going to trust what he's saying? Are you going to trust the things that he found? Did he find just a bunch of red herrings? Was it a setup, the things that he found? That's what I think is coming down to, and that's what people have to rectify. We've already seen this take place in the other episode with Julie, so it's not that important.
This is where you make your stand.
We then see Father Khatri. This has to be a new shot because his hair looks a lot different. And he's telling Boyd that this is right here. This time, this is where you make your stand. Then we see Kenny outside. Maybe this is where the red light's coming from with the Smile Monster, and it seems like he's just ready to get it on right now, Kenny. He just looks pissed off at this particular time. We see Boyd. I think that this may be the basement of the church, and he's trying to bang through the wall with something in this particular time. And maybe that leads somewhere, and that's why he's actually doing it. And then we see Fatima going out here, breaking through a window. I think that Ellis dies. That's why she's upset. We also see Boyd walking with that instrument in from the daytime, and he's outside. We've seen that earlier. So I think that's what's going on here. I think Ellis did die. Not saying he died in the scene with Boyd, but it's possible that Ellis is dead. That's why Fatima is so upset. And Boyd is finally about to make his stand. That Father Khatri is telling him to do so, which means that some of these entities that are talking to them are on their side.
The man in yellow's back. It could all be happening again.
Some of the most interesting shots come right here in the trailer. We see Henry, and it looks like he knows something. Like, he knows something is up. Maybe he knows who the man in yellow is, or he's seen him back in the day, because we hear Victor say the man in yellow is back. Now, Victor's not supposed to have seen the man in yellow, but remember the boy in white. But I told you before, Victor's memory is shoddy, so anytime you see something, you always got to look at it in second hand, that he knew the man in yellow was there at the massacre. It's going to come back to that. And instead of the boy in white walking down there with the little dogs, it's going to be the man in yellow that's going to be there. After this, we see a shot of Julie, when she disappeared after Jim's death. And then the man in yellow grabbed Jim by the throat. But then we see a really quick shot, and that is Tabitha in the same exact position. I think that this is just a memory. We have seen before that when she had Miranda's memory, she was able to see Miranda's death, and she was able to feel Victor. So maybe she goes out here, because it seems like she's at the RV, and all of a sudden I think she's going to get this memory there. Right behind her, we see a picture of her and Jim, and it says Mom and Dad, and then we see a house with a tree, and it looks like, I don't think Victor drew these, it looks like Magic Market to me, almost more than that. So it could be Eloise, or it could be Ethan, but that's what it looks like to me, that this is just a vision she's getting while she's at the RV, and she's able to get these visions now, harness all this power. We have seen this before with Julie. We just don't know exactly what time it's from a trailer, or it's something different, but most likely it is from the trailer, because she keeps going back to there multiple times. And then we get another sight, and that is Tabitha inside of this house. Now, while she is inside of this house, we can hear the phone ring, and the phone is not plugged into the wall. We already know about the electricity situation, so we're not going to flip out about that. But it all comes down to who is on the other end of this phone. Most likely it's going to be Thomas. It's good. People may think that it's going to be Jim trying to contact her, but I think it will be Thomas on the phone with her, trying to influence her once again. I told you before that it's most likely, if they're going to escape, this has something to do with Thomas, saving Thomas in the parallel universe, and that's what's going to allow them to get out of here. I still think it's going to be something like that going on here, but you tell me who you believe is on this phone and talking to Tabitha at this time.
What do you want from me?
So we see a body burning, and it's wrapped at this particular time. The only body we've ever seen burn before in here is Smile Monster. Is it a new monster, or is it Tilly? They are outside of Colony House, so it has something to do with something up there. We know Tilly died at Colony House, so it's possible they are burning Tilly's body, but I'm not sure if it's going to be Tilly. But last time, the only time we've ever seen a body getting burned in this whole situation is the burning of a monster. So did they catch a monster again, and did they kill the monster and they burning it? Is it the man in yellow? Did they catch Sophia? It's really hard to tell. It looks too big to be a little girl, you know what I mean? But he could be in a man in yellow form. But if I had to guess, I mean, most likely Tilly, because it's at Colony House. But why wouldn't they just bury Tilly? It seems that Tilly's going to get buried with the rest of the people that we've seen. So it's hard to tell exactly who this person is. But you tell me in the comment section who you think it is. We see Jay losing his mind inside there. Why is he losing his mind? Is it that he hasn't figured anything out, or that people just don't believe him and he's frustrated? Because he went through everything he went to get answers. Even Boyd went to him and said, get these answers quicker, and maybe they don't buy what he's saying. And that is why he is all messed up. Sorry about the microphone quality. Didn't realize it was switched over. Now we see Sarah, and we can see Sophia in the background. She's saying, what do you want from me? I think she may get in the ticket of who Sophia is, and maybe Sophia then takes her to the barn that we seen earlier, and that is what's going on here, and Sarah's about to get killed by her. After this, we see Boyd saying, what do you want from me? Look, he's losing his mind. Everybody at this particular point is losing their mind. Maybe Acosta is already dead, and that's a situation like he's lost another one. He's lost Abby, and now he's lost someone who reminds him of Abby. And it's like, what do you want from me? And now Ellis is gone, or something like that. If Acosta survives, I hope she truly does, but it could be that. And then we see right here what we've seen in the trailer previously, and that is Boyd getting pulled down to who we think is going to be his wife down there that's dragging his arm down there. But that is the trailer. I'll be doing a live stream talking about it more in depth, but you let me know what you think, and if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the row, and of course subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.